What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Opendoor. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down what's really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Opendoor is down 7.6%, 871 the low, 945 the high, and 159 million shares being traded, 381 is the average. As far as macro data points, there hasn't really been anything coming out today. A couple of Fed speakers, and they haven't really said anything of value in my opinion. And no news from Opendoor, no SEC filing. So it has been largely at the mercy of the broader market. One thing that did come out that might be influencing the price a little bit was one new bearish rating. So today was posted by KBW. Ryan, who has a 46% success rating, gave a sell $1 price target. So as per usual, analysts just do not see or like Opendoor. So the last couple have been $1.70 and so forth. So not necessarily the best. As far as today, like I said, there wasn't any news, but there was this that did come out. So Kaz was kind of posted this saying that he's been really looking at a lot of his DMs. He's been getting a lot of good candidates because he recently did post saying that he was looking for skilled labor to expand Opendoor and whatever else. Anthony just said, come do an interview while you're in town, because it looks like he's in good old NYC. And Kaz responded just saying that DM me, and if they can't figure it out this trip, there'll be next one. So in general, I think that's going to be a good thing because, as I've mentioned in the past, Opendoor is largely a momentum stock in my opinion. And for a momentum stock, you need a lot of capital to get in and you need a lot of updates. And like I said, an interview would be pretty good, a very good catalyst. One thing that did come out, which I would have assumed that the market would have taken it as a strong positive, was Martin. And so ultimately he's been the big bad bear out there, openly shorting Opendoor. And so he did state that he did cover Opendoor at 890. And so he originally did make his position, if I remember correctly, at 950-ish, that general range. He's just saying that there's better shorts out there, but honestly, this hasn't done anything to the stock price. One big part of what's suppressing Opendoor today is shorts. So at the time of doing this video, shorts are increasing 422,000 shares, 23.62% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 157.55 million shares overall are being shorted. But as you can kind of see at the peak, shorts were increasing about 19.6 million. So when Opendoor started to recover, largely with the broader market, that is where shorts really hit it hard. So again, shorts, and especially with lower volume, what shorts do makes a very big difference. So a lot of that was just attributed to shorts killing the momentum, really breaking it on a technical standpoint. And what I mean by that is, with it right now at 887, it is trading between currently this S1 and this S2. So it did break below this 893. So ideally, best case scenario, you close above that, but 973 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. That wasn't tested today. So I think for points that you need to really watch for is going to be that 893, and then 843 going to be the next strong support. And once again, for those of you that watched my video over the weekend, I did state that you most likely will see a pullback before you see a nice push higher, because even going back over here, looking at not only the flow, but generally this on the actual chart, you have a lot of gaps. So again, those don't always have to be filled, but I think for stronger support levels, in this case, it does need to be kind of tested. So again, this is why if you take the emotion out and don't just scream dime in hand and all the other fun jazz and assume it's going to go to $82, like, everything is there, and all you have to do is just read the data. It's not that difficult. But at the time of doing this video, you're seeing algos massively taking over. And like I said, on the market position, you do see a couple of those gaps that have not been filled. So it looks like institutions are not really buying as much as ideally would like. At the time of doing this video as well, it is kind of testing that right here, that 10-day moving average. And generally for a momentum stock, that is a very, very big deal. Aside from all that fun stuff, quickly popping back over here, looking at the options, 31 million in calls, 10 million in puts. And surprisingly enough, you are seeing some level of bullishness. So 45% of all the options being done are bullish in nature. From a bull standpoint, you see a consensus for it to be roughly around that $10 range, and then the bears for it to be sub roughly $8, possibly even $7.50. So bears are anticipating more downside, but generally, like I said, given the circumstances, there's a certain level of optimism. And for those of you that do options, you know when things are selling off, that's sometimes the best opportunity to buy. So potentially today might be a good opportunity to either buy common stock or just straight up calls, but you guys do whatever floats your boat. So let me know your general thoughts on Opendoor. This is ultimately, in my opinion, what's really affecting it. So the negative rating and just more shorts related. So let me know your general thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. Even, for instance, over the weekend, I did post that Foremost was going to go up. It is up about 9.83%, so definitely doing fairly well. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit, but still up 7.4%. And so a lot of the swing trades and day trades I put out are absolutely on point. So I put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades. So pop over there and take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.